Hi kiddos! Today we're going to learn about a woman named Ruth and how she joins Jesus' family tree. Ruth lived in the land of Moab, but she was not one of God's people. But she married a man from Bethlehem who had moved to her country. Through this man, she heard about the true God, and she believed in God. When her husband died, Ruth decided to go back to Bethlehem with her mother-in-law, Naomi. She could have stayed in Moab, but people there didn't believe in God. Ruth loved God and wanted to go live with God's people. In Bethlehem, Ruth and Naomi were very poor. Ruth worked in the fields, picking up little bits of grain that were left behind after the harvest. That was how she and Naomi had food to eat. One day, God led Ruth to pick up grain in the fields of a rich and God-fearing man named Boaz. Boaz saw her and said, "Who is that?" When he found out it was Ruth, who had come from Moab and was taking care of Naomi, he took good care of her. He told Ruth to drink some of his water. He invited her to eat lunch with him and his workers, and he told his men to leave extra grain in the fields for her to pick up. Later, he found out that he was related to Naomi, which meant it was his special job to watch out for Ruth and Naomi. So Boaz decided to marry Ruth. Eventually, Ruth and Boaz had a baby named Obed. Obed became the father of Jesse and the grandfather of King David. We might not expect to see Ruth in Jesse's tree. She was from a land where they didn't even know or believe in God. But God brought her to faith and took good care of her through Boaz. Now we remember her as the great-grandmother of King David and the great-great-great-great-great-grandmother of Jesus. She's a very important person in the Jesse tree. Why is it surprising that Ruth is part of the Jesse tree? Because Ruth was from a place called Moab, which is a place where they didn't believe in God. So as you hang the wheat ornament on your Jesse tree, here's an Advent promise that I want you to remember. God brought Ruth into Jesus' family, even though she came from a land of unbelievers. Ruth is another great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother of Jesus, the Savior for you and me. All right, kids, thanks for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow.